This episode is brought to you by Liquid IV. Whether you're working out, side on your tan, or running errands at the perfect pace, Liquid IV powder keeps you going with 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Because real life is extreme enough. Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Buy a stick in store or at liquidiv.com with the code podcast for 20% off your order.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2256. What are superfoods, and do they really exist? By Dr. Wayne Osborne with DIYactive.com. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. I cover fitness, nutrition, stress management, weight management, and lots more. Just like an audiobook, but from a bunch of different authors. And always with permission from the sites, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. And with that, let's keep this intro nice and short and get right to today's post as we optimize your life. What are superfoods, and do they really exist? By Dr. Wayne Osborne with DIYactive.com. Are superfoods for real? If you said to someone 30 years ago that in the future, fruits and vegetables would be among the most fashionable foods around, it's safe to say that your claim would have been met with skepticism. But here we are, and superfoods such as kale, goji berries, and beetroot are widely featured in cooking shows, books, and countless popular press outlets. Some celebrity cooks and bloggers have even built entire campaigns around the concept. But what sets superfoods apart from other quote-unquote regular foods? Just how much more do we stand to benefit from featuring quote-unquote superfoods so prominently in our diets? What are superfoods? Technically, superfoods don't actually exist. According to the British Nutrition Foundation, the term superfood is actually just a marketing buzzword which just happened to catch on in popular discourse. In fact, there are no scientific or nutritional criteria that qualify any food as a superfood. However, in the general lexicon, the unofficial definition of a superfood is one which prevents or effectively treats certain types of illness. So if a food has antioxidant qualities, is an anti-carcinogen, or boosts immunity, these might conceivably qualify it. As you might imagine, this makes creating a definitive list of superfoods problematic. The number of foods which provide at least one health benefit is obviously countless. And what's more, the business of superfoods is a fickle one. What's fashionable this year might not be next year, and studies into the nutritional values of different foods are always ongoing. One particular piece of research might garner widespread press attention before being countered or disproved a few months down the line. Fad foods versus traditional stalwarts. Once a food has been elevated to superfood status, it's not uncommon for its stock to rise and for its grocery store price to increase. But in truth, the difference between these and cheaper options might be marginal at best. Kale is probably a good example. This leafy green was the breakout star of 2014. And while this particular food is rich in vitamin K and other nutrients and should by no means be completely omitted from a healthy diet, its benefits are comparable to more traditional, and you might say, less fashionable choices, like spinach. Any good nutrition expert will also stress that you shouldn't make the mistake of singling any one particular vegetable out and solely sticking with it. Variety is of incredible importance in ensuring your body receives all the nutrients it requires. So, instead of eating kale with dinner every night of the week, swapping it for other vegetables such as asparagus, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, or a mixture of each is crucial in maintaining balance. Medicinal effects. Another popular claim when it comes to superfoods is that they actively treat cardiovascular illnesses in the same way that Zestrol treats hypertension or statins fight cholesterol. Garlic is one such item that has been hailed as a miracle food, but studies investigating whether it has a direct effect on reducing blood pressure and cholesterol and limiting the risk of cancer have produced largely inconclusive evidence. Indirectly, garlic may have reductive effects on cardiovascular illness. Its flavorsome attributes mean that when it is used during cooking, less salt or butter may be needed. But being a healthier substitute to salt doesn't really equate to a proactively medicinal quality. Simply a healthier alternative. So, in some cases then, the most appropriate way to categorize the benefits of some superfoods is that they're a healthier alternative to other less healthy options, which might be more commonly consumed. For instance, natural yogurt can function as a lower-fat alternative to sour cream in some dishes. Unsalted nuts and seeds, when consumed in moderation, are a healthier snack alternative to candy bars and potato chips. However, in other cases, the difference is negligible. A good example is quinoa. Emerging as a force to be reckoned with in the superfood world, quinoa has been touted as a healthier alternative to starchy carbohydrates, but in actuality, its nutrition numbers are not drastically different to brown rice. Which foods are really the most effective at keeping illness at bay? For those looking to improve health and prevent illness, single food items are unfortunately not the answer. To ensure good cardiovascular well-being, a more holistic approach to nutrition consisting of a healthy, balanced diet along with regular exercise is necessary. However, one eating regimen, which has been widely linked to better heart health and circulation, is the Mediterranean diet. Abundant in oily fish, vegetables, and whole grain carbohydrates, it contains several items which do the job of superfoods and go some way to keeping cholesterol and blood pressure under control. While superfoods may not really exist, the Mediterranean approach is the closest we have to a super diet. You just listened to the post titled, "What are Superfoods and Do They Really Exist?" by Dr. Wayne Osborne with DIYactive.com. Good news, business owners. Hiring game-changing employees just got way easier thanks to Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform helping over 3 million businesses do it all. Attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates. With Indeed's Instant Match feature, over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates the moment they sponsor a job. I especially love that if you invite these or any candidates of your choosing to apply, they are 3 times more likely to apply to your job than candidates who only see it in search. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/health. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health and support the show by saying you heard about it on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Keeping your body in shape is important, but it's also important to keep your mind in shape. I've been leveling up my focus with Word Collect, which is a free word puzzle app with over 2,000 levels. Word Collect gets harder as you get better, so it's a fun and challenging way to keep your brain sharp and grow your vocabulary. I highly recommend you give this fun and addicting brain game a try. And right now, Word Collect is offering you 2,500 coins and 500 gems when you download and play. And those coins help. You'll need them when you're having a hard time reaching the next level. I've been there a few times and I'm thankful they made it easier for me to keep going because it really is a fun and educational game. So stop mindlessly scrolling through social media and keep your mind sharp. Just go to the Apple or Google store and search for Word Collect. So if you're like me and want to get fit with your mind and body, download Word Collect for free today. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. Today's author, Dr. Osborne, is spot on. Superfoods become super when they're combined with other nutritious foods. And based on a number of research studies, a diet with 5 to 9 combined servings of fruits and vegetables each day, along with some whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, seems to help the foods we eat go from good to superfood status. Think of it this way. Are comic book superheroes like Batman or Iron Man more powerful on their own or as part of a league or a team? When you combine the strengths of a Batman or Iron Man with a Hulk, Black Widow, Green Lantern, or Wonder Woman, well, now you've got a nearly unstoppable force. And yes, I'm aware I combined Marvel and DC. Can't we be fans of both? Anywho, Think of nutritious foods the same way. Spinach, one of my personal favorites, is great on its own, but when combined with kale, strawberries, walnuts, and olive oil, now you've got something close to a superfood. All right, that should do it for today. Plus, I should keep this nice and short because, hey, today is my birthday. So thank you so much for being here and starting your week with me, especially if you're listening in real time. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back here reading to you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.